Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, Yorkshire Crafter, and today I have got Sunday catch up, so Sunday whip and chat for the week. So let's put some diamonds out and then I will get going with this week. So we've got a couple of rows and we will get going. So yeah. So Monday was usual shopping day, and yeah, my husband went down to the supermarket on the bus, so I was downstairs stitching, and I was working on the woodland creatures from Darren Jones. So I was working a little bit on that, waiting for him to get back with the shopping. So when he got back, we sorted it all out, put it away, and then it was lunchtime. So for lunch I had a chocolate spread sandwich and a bag of Doritos. Then after lunch I was sorting out a little bit of washing, so getting it from the machine, putting it in the dryer, folding bits and putting stuff away. So after that I then came up here and I was working some more on the mini stitch along. Then for tea we had sausage rolls and quiche warmed up in the oven, so we had that. And then I was finishing off editing Peter Rabbit and getting it uploaded to YouTube for you guys to see. So I did that, and then I think I was just watching YouTube and working a bit more on the mini stitch along. So yeah, I did that for the rest of the evening, carried on with the mini stitch along and watching a bit of YouTube and things like that. Oh, and before I forget, because I keep forgetting, we had like a house inspection. Our local authority will every now and again come round and have a look and see if anything is due for an update, and apparently this area was due to have those inspections done because it hadn't been done in a while, and with lockdown, and I think they were due sometime last year, we were told, when the inspector came, but obviously with things as they were, they couldn't be done. So yeah, they've just come in the last 2 or 3 weeks or so. This was supposed to be when I told you guys, but I completely forgot. Yeah, some single places to do. So yeah, they came and they looked around, and when he had finished, he said, right, he said, when I was checking upstairs, you need a new loft hatch, one of the fire safety ones, because the current one that's up there is just a wooden one, and yeah, it doesn't comply with their regulations, so you need a new loft hatch. Then he said, since the last tenant, I think you need a whole new kitchen, because it looks like some of the units have been taken down, and so we're going to put you a whole new kitchen in, plus the house will need a new wiring. So it was saying that that will be started next year, sometime in 2022. So I asked him again, I said, so we're getting a new loft hatch, what's gonna happen with the kitchen? He said, well, you know, they'll need to come and have a look again. And that's when he mentioned about, looks like there used to be some units on the wall, and so yeah, getting a new loft hatch, a new kitchen, and the house needs rewiring, which means that our decorating will be put on hold again. We still haven't managed to put any flooring or anything like that done, because we're waiting for the new boiler and all that to be done, the pipes to be boxed in, and we thought, right, brilliant, we should be able to start doing that soon, and with it being the school holidays, and we should be able to crack on with it. But no. Because they've told us it needs rewiring, there is no point putting any flooring down, because it's just going to get ripped up. So I told you guys before, we got given a voucher, excuse me, when we first moved in. We're going to get some laminate, some click flooring for the living room, and that's what we're going to have, and put a rug down, and so that is on hold. But yeah, when they came and said a whole new kitchen, and absolutely grateful for that. Definitely need more cupboards, some more unit space, definitely needed in that kitchen. So yeah, gonna have to wait again before we can put flooring down, because there'd just be no point. So yeah, anyway, like I said, before I forget, I wanted to tell you guys that. So back to this week. So Tuesday we don't usually need to do anything or go anywhere. It's usually a bit of a chill out day. So yeah, just getting on what we needed to get done. Finished a bit of washing. I actually finished the Woodland Creatures by Doreen Jones. If you saw my floss tube this week, I showed it on there. It's all finished. And I recapped on another finish that I had, which was the Garden Stitch Along by Doreen Jones. I put both on the same fabric, which is possibly why I miscalculated the Woodland Creatures at the other end. I started a little bit too far in with the first animal, which was the fox, and then when I got to the fourth one, the end one, there wasn't enough room on the fabric, so I had to switch it round and put it at the other end. So the rabbit is at the other end compared to the design that Doreen Jones did, but like we say, it's my own quirky twist on it. Just change the arrangement of the animals. You know, you can do that with some patterns, and yeah, I need to sort them out and cut them down for framing and see how I can display them. But yeah, so those are done now. So Tuesday for lunch it was another chocolate spread sandwich and a bag of Doritos. Then in the afternoon I was working some more on the mini stitch along, so I did some more of that. Then for tea we had what we call dippy egg and soldiers. So it's a soft boiled egg and thin slices of toast to dip in. So yeah, dippy egg and soldiers. Then in the evening I was diamond painting. As you guys can see, I have got quite a bit done. So I finished off the sunflower, I then moved on to the next row, did this block, and now I'm working on this bit. So I have got quite a bit of this done, and this is for the Gnome Along with Lisa Bradley. So yeah, slowly working on this. Diamond painting kind of got put by the wayside as I was getting more and more into stitching, but yeah, with the stitching I have been quite well enabled, shall I say. But yeah, I've quite recently finished a stitch and a diamond painting for the Mermaid Along, which finishes at the end of this month. So I still must remember to post my pictures. I think I posted a picture of the diamond painting because I finished that off, and I need to post a picture for the stitched mermaid that I did. I keep forgetting I must post the picture for that. I'm just going to reach for my drink, sorry guys, for my coffee. So I must post a picture of the stitched mermaid, the mermaid on the golden moon. So I must remember to do that. I need to post the garden stitch along for the gnome along for Lisa Bradley, and I need to post an updated picture. I don't think I've posted this one yet on the Lisa Bradley, so I must remember to do that. So I'll get my next colour, looking for the music note, and that's number 9. So the music note is this tealy colour. So yeah, I must remember to post all my pictures for these events. So getting back to this week, excuse me. So on to Wednesday, because I finished off Tuesday. So Wednesday I was stitching the 2020 peppermint purple. So I did that, and it was a rectangle, so it took a little bit longer than normal, but I enjoyed doing it. So I did that, and then for lunch I had tuna mayonnaise sandwich and a bag of Watsits. Then in the afternoon I diamond painted, I think. I didn't actually write down what I did for the afternoon, I must have forgotten. And tea, I forgot to write that down as well. I don't know what we had for tea. But yeah, I then probably spent the evening diamond painting, because yeah, Wednesday I wrote a little bit of what I'd done in the morning and what I had for lunch, but then I didn't write anything else down for that day, I forgot. So yeah, more than likely I diamond painted. So then on to Thursday morning I decided to do another square on last year's peppermint purple. We were up early that morning because our eldest had a hospital appointment. I think I mentioned this on FlossTube that I did on Friday. But yeah, I only mentioned that he had an appointment he needed to go to, but what it was he had a hospital appointment and he's had to have a small operation, but he's fine, it's all done. Well, I'm not saying he's fine, he's in quite a lot of pain, but yeah, it's not my business to tell, but yeah, he had to have a small operation. But yeah, he's in a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort, but he's been told to take paracetamol and ibuprofen. That was in his aftercare letter, and to keep the area clean, but be careful of his stitches. He's had dissolvable stitches, so when dissolvable stitches dissolve, they go into like a liquid, and then when that liquid dries, it goes into like a goo, and it's all, yeah. So he has to keep the area clean, keep it washed, until all the dissolvable stitches have gone, and then he can go to his normal cleaning routine. But yeah, he's not allowed to use any soap or anything like that until the stitches have dissolved, which means that the holes have closed up, and then yeah, he can start using soap or shower gel or whatever again, give himself a proper good clean and a wash. But yeah, they just said to keep the area clean. So while he was having that done, it was actually my mum and dad that drove us to the hospital, but with him being 18, we couldn't go in with him. We've actually been waiting since he was 16 to get this done. If he was, 16 or 17, we could have gone in with him, and it'd have been on like the children's ward afterwards, and yeah. But no, with him being 18, we weren't allowed to go with him. Being a young adult, and yeah, he was allowed obviously to decide for himself, sign the consent forms for himself, and all that stuff, so we didn't need to be with him. But yeah, so like I said, we dropped him off, and then me, my mum and dad, and our youngest, the youngest got invited along as well, because we were going to go for some lunch and go around town, and so yeah, we did that. And I actually got to go back to Button Box, to the thread shop, and I actually showed in my floss tube that I got the remaining threads for the Snow and Sparkle Doreen Jones Christmas stitch. I can't wait to start that one. It's going to look so cute. It's the picture, it's stitched on black fabric, so I'm going to give black fabric a go, and yeah, I've been paying attention to previous advice, and you know, when other people have asked questions, advice from like Danielle and Shalene and all those lovely ladies in that group about stitching on black fabric. And I think Heidi or somebody was saying the other day, because oh no, it had been a few weeks back now, Horlicks here on YouTube, he has been asking questions about stitching, and he was looking at a pattern for black fabric, and like I say, I was listening to all that advice because I knew I wanted to stitch this Doreen Jones on black fabric. But like I say, he was asking questions and advice because he'd seen something on black fabric, and I think it was Heidi that Crafting with Orchids, she'd said, or was it Christine, might have been Crafty Chris actually, one of them had said about using your light board. So use your light board from diamond painting and have it underneath the black fabric, but then also have a strong downlight as well for working on black fabric, and it really helps to see the holes for it. Makes it easier to stitch for the black fabric. So yeah, I'm going to take all that advice on board and have all the light available to me. But it's going to be so cute, I can't wait to start it. But there is lots and lots and lots of things that are due to start in September. Like I said, the Mermaid Along is finishing at the end of this month, but then there is some new things starting at the beginning of September. We've got the Oh Christmas Tree. There's quite a few of us doing that. Oh Christmas Tree. If you need any information on the Oh Christmas Tree, go check out Shalene's Creativity Room. She's spoken about it on a couple of her YouTube's FlashTube videos, and I think there's an actual video just on its own, or she might have just slipped it in one of her floss tubes, but all the information is over on Shalene's Creativity Room if you want to go check that out and join us on the Christmas Tree. There is a Facebook group, but it's been asked only if you're going to take part to join the group. Like I say, if you want any information, go and check Shalene's Creativity Room, but don't join the Facebook group unless you are going to take part. Again, I must post pictures of my fabric and my colour choices. I need to go over and post that. Then around the beginning of the month, there is the Stitchonomy Halloween stitch along. It's still free to join. It's a free stitch along. Obviously you'll need to get all your supplies and everything. They did do some starter kits, some boxes, you know, fabric and thread, and there was a deluxe box with some other goodies and extra bits in, and things like that. So I have signed up and I've started to get the emails now. We now have the floss list and the fabric size, and that is free to join up until the 3rd of September. And then I think on the email it said if you are part of the Stitch Club or Floss Club, or it's like an early access club, and you'll get early access as early as I think the 10th of September, and then the general release will start for everybody else around the 17th, I think I read on the email. So yeah, that's going to be the middle of the month when that starts, but excuse me, I'm not sure when the border or the frame for that is going to be released. I presume sometime after the 3rd of September. So yeah, sometime around then. I'm trying to think what else is at the beginning of September. Hang on, I did write some notes. Let me get my piece of paper. I wrote some notes down and I was supposed to mention this on FlossTube and I forgot. Yes, that's the other event that starts in September. It is Drills and Chills 2021. So that is also starting up again. And it's by Tiny Worlds of Wonder is back hosting it again. It's her event, but last year somebody else hosted it for her. So it's Tiny Worlds of Wonder and Diamonds and Washi. They're co-hosting it together. So normally, I think, well, last year anyway, it was just diamond painting, but this year they've opened it up. So it's diamond painting, adult colouring, and cross stitching. If you guys saw my magazine flip through that I did, there is some cute Halloween, there's a cat, a pumpkin, there's candy corn. I might see if I can do a couple of little stitches for Drills and Chills. I could possibly do some colouring because I've got the Halloween colouring book from Jade Summer, so I could do some colouring for that. And my possible diamond painting, I'd have to see how much I've got going on. So a possible diamond painting, I have a cute Halloween diamond painting. I think it's got some ghosts and possible pumpkins, and but for Drills and Chills it doesn't have to be just Halloween, it's Halloween and autumn themed. So yeah, that is upcoming things. So yeah, I'm gonna have to really decide what I'm going to do. But this Gnome Along, as far as I can remember, it's for a whole year. I think, is it till April next year? I think it's April to April. I think that's when the event started, around April time, so it's for a full year, so it carries on through to next year. But I'm hoping to definitely get it done. The only things I need to be keeping it on top of is, well, for the rest of this month, is the peppermint purples. I'm still carrying on with the Disney cross stitch. I've got a little bit more done. I think I got a few stitches done yesterday morning. But yeah, anyway, I've completely gone off topic. So we need to get a colour, and then I need to get back to this week. So what happened the rest of Thursday. So yeah, I completely went off topic there. So we'll have the C. And what number is the C? Is 22. So yeah, I completely went off on a rant there. But yeah, I like to give you guys information when I can, or when I notice it, and send you in the right direction for if you need any more information on these things. So like I said, Thursday we went around town, went to the stitchy shop, and then well, my husband had stayed at home, so our eldest dad, you know, waiting on a phone call from the hospital, and then he can phone us and give us updates. He ended up phoning us mid-afternoon. I think it might have been about 3 o'clock maybe. Yeah, we'd been wandering around town. Yeah, just waiting for a phone call. I think we'd stopped at a bench. We'd just got a couple of bottles of water and just had a bit of a pit stop at a bench and just, yeah, sat for a few minutes. Like I said, my husband rang and said, you know, everything's gone fine. I've been having some text messages off him, and he's just in recovery, waiting to be released. So we're talking with him for a little bit, and apparently with the anaesthetic and everything like that, our eldest had gone a bit goofy. My husband says some of the replies I was getting back off him just weren't our son's normal replies. So yeah, apparently he'd had both local and general anaesthetic. So yeah, he was telling us it had sent him a little bit loopy. But after we'd got off the phone with him, we went round a couple of more shops, and then I think maybe about half an hour to an hour later, we got a phone call from our eldest saying they're just finishing off a bit of paperwork, and they said I can go home in about 15-20 minutes. So we said, right, okay, we'll head back to the car and we will come back and pick you up. We got about halfway to the hospital and my dad's phone started ringing, and it was actually the hospital this time, saying, you know, are you anywhere close? Because we're down in the waiting area, but I don't want him to be stood around because he is quite a bit uncomfortable. and we said that we're at least 10 minutes away, so they had to take him back to recovery, sit him back down and get him settled. And then when we arrived, we gave the recovery ward a phone call and said, yeah, we're outside. So yeah, she brought him back down to the doors, and yeah, he got in the car, and then we came back home. And while we were in town, we ended up buying a cooked chicken for us all to have for tea. So we got back, and yeah, our eldest, he just wanted to go to bed. He wanted to go and lie down, get comfy, and so he was laid in bed watching TV, and we were all downstairs. We're having some of the chicken, a bit of salad that my husband had done, and yeah, so I think they stayed for a couple of hours. I think they left about 10 to 7. And yeah, Thursday is live stream, so I actually went and talked with our eldest, because obviously he was chilled out in bed. You know, do you want to sleep? What do you want me to do? I don't want to go live if you want to sleep. And seeing how he's feeling, he was like, no mum, I want you to go live. I want everything to be as normal as it can be. He said, I know people want to look after me, I know people want to fuss, and he said, but to be honest, I'd rather just be left to my own devices and just people carry on as they are. You know, I don't want the fuss, I don't want to be, you know, fetched and carried for. I'd rather just get on and do what I can do. I know they've said I'm not allowed to lift and whatever, and they said a bit of a funny thing to him, you're not allowed to operate big machinery, and but on that list it included a kettle, a toaster, you know, in case he did something goofy like put his fingers in the toaster or tried to grab the kettle in a funny way. And so in a way, yes, we're having to fetch and carry for him a little bit, which he's not too happy about, but yeah. So my husband switched the computer on in the bear cave, got me into live, and yeah, but I was a little bit of a mess. I needed to sort myself out. So I quickly ran to the loo, came into the bedroom, did my hair, straightened myself up a little bit, and yeah, so as soon as I got in there, the ladies were smiling back at me, and we had help from Dave from DS Models and Vintage, because I wasn't sure whether I was going to be able to make the show. So I did pre-warn the ladies. I just said, you know, I might be a little bit late, depending how our eldest is. I might not even make live at all, so could somebody at least start the show and then I can keep you updated. But like I said, my mum and dad didn't leave until like 10 to 7, so yeah, I couldn't really give anybody any warning or any updates. You know, I wasn't able to do any of that. So yeah, just before 7 I got sat down, got my diamond painting out, and yeah, we went live. But yeah, thank you very, very much, Dave, for starting the show, and also for sticking around and helping. And I thought it was brilliant that you did. You were showing the magazines and talking about stitching and showing Christine's Crafty Chris's stitch, the snowflakes. So thank you very, very much for that, and to Christine and Heidi, and keeping the show going. So thank you to all three of you for doing that. And yeah, I was a little bit quiet, and then when I kind of settled into it, I did get a little bit rambly, so I apologise for that. Um, Asking what you'd been up to and what crafting wise, and we also had Nicole in live as well, so I was talking to her a little bit about other crafts and things like that that she likes to do, diamond painting, stitching. She was telling us that she makes jewellery and things like that. So we've asked her to post some pictures in the Northern Model Builders and Crafters Facebook group. If any of you guys would like to come and join us over on the group and post what you're doing, any crafts, anything, colouring, diamond painting, stitching, jewellery making, beading, and then there's like the model side of it, whether you're actually building a model kit or whether you're designing something for your model to go on, like a diorama, or if you're making a special stand or a customized case, or we would love to see your pictures. So go over to that Facebook group and join us and show us what you're doing. Also, if you're doing anything stitching, crochet, we'd love to see what you are up to. Anyway, again, I've gone up. So we will get on to the weekend now. Well, Friday, should I say. So Friday I was actually up late. I didn't get up till about 10 o'clock. Yeah, I was just exhausted from walking around town, and normally I'm just used to being at home, and so yeah, I will just get through these last couple of days for this week, and yeah, I'll stop rambling. So Friday, the guinea pig's cage and the rabbit cage needed to be done. Then there was normal Friday jobs, which is to change the bedding, have baths and showers. So we managed to do all of that before dinner. Then for dinner, I had a chicken sandwich. Then in the afternoon, I recorded and uploaded FlossTube. Then I recorded the magazine flip through, got that edited and uploaded and scheduled for you guys to see. Then for tea, normally on a Friday we would have fish and chips, but the last couple of weeks we have been having Asda Kitchen delivered. So our local Asda is on Just Eat, and they will deliver, pizza, chips, whatever you want to have, but it's not like an all night. There's a cut off. I think it's about 6 o'clock that they cut off home delivery. So we had pizza and chips for tea, and then I was diamond painting, catching up with YouTube. So that was Friday, and then Saturday I did my normal Saturday job, which was clean the bathroom, and then our youngest got on with doing all the cleaning downstairs, so wiping round, vacuuming, because obviously the eldest was not up to it. He couldn't do any of it. And then my husband said, right, come on, we're going to go out, we're going to go see a friend. We haven't seen her for maybe a year and a half. So we went over to see her. She lives in the area where we used to live, so we went to go see her for a couple of hours, and then on the way back home my husband decided that he wanted a salad for tea. So one of the supermarkets over by her does like a salad bar type of thing, so we went and got that, picked up some pots for the boys, some pot noodles. And yeah, when we got home, we were sorting tea, and then the rest of the night I was just chilling out. I was diamond painting, watching YouTube, and just calm and chill. And yeah, I just, since getting up on Friday, I've just felt like it's been catching up with myself, you know, sort of catching up with yourself coming backwards, is that the saying? I can't remember. Yeah, meeting yourself coming back, that's the saying, I think. So yeah, I've got up this morning, and it's just, yeah, I've calm, and I know I've caught up with everything, and just, yeah. So this morning I got up, fed and sorted out the pets, got a bit of washing up done. Then I got on with ironing, so I've been ironing this morning. Then when I finished that, I got my bath. Then after my bath, I noticed that the eldest had gone downstairs, so I wanted to go check in with him, see how he was. He said he's still a little bit uncomfortable, but yeah, the painkillers are helping with that. He said he's not in so much pain, he's just really uncomfortable, you know, trying to get himself sat and comfy, and yeah, all that stuff. So he said he's getting there. But yeah, so I made myself a coffee to bring up here to do Whip and Chat, but then my husband had bought a packet of stuffing to go with Sunday dinner, so I was doing that, rolling it into balls, putting it on a tray, and yeah, ready for those to be cooked. So yeah, I grabbed my coffee, and yeah, I've come up here with you guys and done Whip and Chat. So after I had done the stuffing, my husband said, right, we're going to have that beef joint, even the beef joint. So we're going to have a roasted beef joint from the oven. My husband got some potatoes, so we're going to have proper roast potatoes. We're going to have some mini Yorkshire puddings. We're going to have the stuffing balls when they've cooked, and cauliflower cheese. My husband bought a bag of pre-frozen, you know, the cauliflower cheese, you just stick it in the oven. So yeah, we're going to have roast beef, roast potatoes, Yorkshire pudding, stuffing, balls, and cauliflower cheese. And I'm so looking forward to it. And my husband will probably do some gravy to go with it. But yeah, we're going to be absolutely stuffed. I'm not sure whether he's brought a dessert or not. We probably won't need a dessert after eating all that food, but yeah. So yeah, we are caught up for this week, but yeah, like I said, our eldest is just a little bit uncomfortable, after having the operation, but everything's fine, everything's gone well. He doesn't need any follow-up appointments or anything like that. He just needs to keep an eye on the area and just keep it clean, and if he does notice anything, then they have said, you know, you can always ring us, tell us what you've noticed, and we'll tell you if it's any concern, or if you need to come back and see us, you know, we'll let you know over the phone. But everything should be fine. Like we've said, keep the area clean, and it's dissolvable stitches, so you won't need to come back and have anything like that done. So yeah, so that is my week. Yeah, so that is everything caught up. So I'm gonna let you guys go. We are on 55, just coming up to 56 minutes. So I think I'm gonna let you guys go now. So enjoy the rest of the weekend. Have a great week next week, and I will see you guys in my next video. So remember, guys, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Bye, guys.